Blessings and peace, and welcome to the Ice Turner Experience. Something you can't define, but you can only experience with me. Speaking of experiences, ever since I could remember, I've always had women, More importantly, I've always had women that couldn't leave me alone or see me alone. If anything, they would just get frustrated and entertain, swear, such as yourself, to keep them distracted. But it's hard to keep your mind off of me when I have property value in your head, Especially, when they know my judgment calls aren't ever swayed. Hear all the time that I'm pretty, full of myself or whatever, and their, feminine wiles and fatale doesn't move a needle in my mind. That's why, I get the perverse compliments, that just comes from being very stern and influential, right? Meaning that if I detect something, then I say something, or I project something, or do something, at best, right? Or I could say really at worst. They'll just get irritated, but they'll never leave. They might step off, but they can't live content without me, or with a man lesser than the example that they have already experienced. Even lesbian women seek my attention and conversation, because it's the hand of my understanding that shapes and molds their psyche and perspective. It's kind of like the potter's touch, And it's the energy behind the spirit of who I am, which is the truth to her understanding and the influence behind her becoming the equivalent. See, this is how I find myself constantly asserting my crystals and their pain, like they're Mary Magdalene, transforming their issues and their blood while they're pursuing my cloth. That fabric feel from that talk is what caused her to heal. As my mind is going, right? I don't want to get too far off the subject, but I just want to pose maybe a couple of questions to you, to help you to understand things and understand things. I guess my first question would be, so why do women love chaos and confusion so much? Yet, an even better question to pose to you, why do you love it even more? Now, you might not agree with me in the moment because, you have Mitch tendencies, but I'm going to work with you. Because if it weren't so, then why are you accepting the chaos and confusion in your life? See, the difference is that it is somewhat acceptable for them to believe and to actually behave in that manner, but it's very unseemly for you. Yeah. See, I give you things from a 360-degree perspective, right? From the God level hemisphere standpoint, right? Mountaintop perspective. See, I can show you how to stand on your square in your mind, spirit, and emotion, which is full circle. 120, 120, 120. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. What is knowledge? The knowledge of who you are, the branches. What is wisdom. Wisdom is self-awareness. That is your roots. The more aware you are, the more you're able to handle situations, right? And what is the understanding? The fruit. A man is known by his fruit. Yes, indeed. The apples come from vine. You know, I can give you the keys, man. You know, do you want popcorn or do you want power? Do you want Rembrandt, or do you want something that my little nephew, you know, scribbled with his crayons? It's up to you, you know? This is why this is called the Jesus piece. Because I'm the true oil from the soil. This is the difference between a theory from an armchair general. This is the difference between, you know, an analyst versus a Hall of Fame, you know, player in the game. Nigga, my jersey been up for a long motherfucking time. You dig?